Hey, welcome. So we've all been there, right? You've got a huge inspection coming up, maybe you're selling the house, or you're at the end of your lease, you glance out the window at your garden and, whoa, it's a jungle out there. Today we're going to break down exactly how to transform that overgrown space into something pristine, something that's totally inspection ready.
So let me just ask you straight up. Is your garden stressing you out? Because that feeling, you know the one, where a deadline is creeping up on you, but the weeds just keep on growing? That's super common. It's that moment you realize your yard isn't just a bit messy. It's a real problem that needs a solution, and you need it fast.
And that really gets to the heart of what we're talking about. The inspection problem. A neglected garden can feel so overwhelming. But here's the good news. It's a totally fixable issue, even when you feel like you're running out of time. I bet some of these signs feel a little familiar. We're talking grass that's completely lost its edges, hedges so big they're basically taken back the walkway, and weeds that have staged a full-blown coup in your garden beds. Throw in some pathways buried under a year's worth of leaves and dead branches, and yep, you've got a classic case of a garden that is not ready for its close-up.
So, how in the world do you fix all that? Let's get clear on what a full cleanup actually means when you bring in the pros. Okay, so here's the deal. It's not just a quick mow and you're done. An inspection-ready cleanup is a whole different beast. It's a comprehensive service designed for one thing and one thing only, a complete transformation. The entire point is to restore your garden, to make it look clean, tidy, and genuinely presentable. And really, this is what it's all about. The mission is to take that absolute chaos, that stressful mess, and systematically bring back some order. It's all about getting your property ready for whatever is coming next, whether that's a picky landlord or a potential buyer's very first visit. All right, so how does this magic transformation actually happen? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and walk through a professional cleanup checklist step by step.
You see, a real full-scale cleanup is super methodical. It kicks off with lawn mowing and edging, which immediately gives you that crisp, cared-for look. Then, the pros move on to precision hedge trimming. After that, it's the tough work, all the weeding and fixing up the garden beds. Next up is strategic pruning of smaller trees and shrubs to get them looking healthy. And then, and this is key, they clear out all the green waste. Finally, they give the pathways a proper clean. It's a complete system.
And I want to zoom in on pruning for a sec, because it's not just hacking away at branches. Professionals are really strategic about it. They're usually looking at smaller trees, say under 4 or 5 meters tall, and they're trying to do a few things at once. Get rid of dead branches for safety, improve the tree's overall shape, and let more sunlight get down to the rest of the garden. See? It's a really targeted process.
And please, whatever you do, do not sleep on this final step. The job is absolutely not finished until every last leaf and branch is gone. Getting rid of all that green waste and rubbish is what truly delivers that clean, tidy, finished look. It's the difference between a job half done and a property that is truly ready for handover.
Okay, so we've covered the what. Now let's get to the why. What's the actual real-world payoff for getting a service like this?
Here's a new way to think about it. This isn't just another annoying chore on your to-do list. It is a smart, strategic investment in your property. And, unlike a lot of investments, this one gives you immediate, visible results that you can see in just a matter of hours.
And the return on that investment? Oh, it's huge. If you're renting, a spotless garden could literally be the one thing that gets you your full bond back. If you're selling, it creates an incredible first impression. And for absolutely everyone, it saves you a ton of time, a ton of physical effort, and all that last-minute panic.
Let's just put this side by side for a second. The DIY route? Well, that probably means your weekends are gone. It means guesswork, stress, and then you've got the hidden costs of renting tools and figuring out how to get rid of all the waste. And the result? It can be mixed. Now compare that to a professional service. We're talking hours, not days. It's done with expertise and precision. It's all-inclusive. And you get a guaranteed tidy finish. No contest, really.
All right, so the full cleanup is awesome, but what if you want to add that little extra something? Let's look at some of the finishing touches that can take your garden beyond just a basic tidy-up.
To really make the space shine, you can add some great optional extras. For example, applying a fresh layer of mulch to the garden beds not only looks fantastic and clean, but it also helps keep new weeds from popping up. Or hey, maybe installing a few new, colorful plants to instantly bring some life and energy back into the garden. It's these little details that create that truly polished look.
So at the end of the day, this whole process does so much more than just make things look neat. It's about flipping the script, transforming your outdoor space from a stressful liability into a valuable asset that actually boosts your property's appeal and even its worth.
And that really just leaves us with one final question for you to chew on. When you look at your property, what is the true value of that outdoor space? Is it just a patch of land? Or is it a crucial part of your home's appeal, its overall value, and, maybe most importantly, your own peace of mind? Thanks for joining me.